Hey Storm Nation bowlers, Alex Hoskins here with you inside Storm's test facility. As many of you know, I'm the Research and Development Manager here at Storm. That means I assist the R&D team in developing all kinds of new products to help improve the sport of bowling. Today is no different, but instead of introducing a new bowling ball, a new cover stock, or even a new weight block, we're going to shift gears a little bit and introduce to you a new program that we've been developing for over a year. This program is called Storm's Layout Adapter. Now the layout adapter is based around the new USBC rules eliminating balance holes. In the coming months and even into the coming years, we're going to have to change and adapt how we drill bowling balls to compensate for losing these balance holes. That's exactly what this program is going to do for you. We had two vastly different styles test out this program for us. We had Chad McLean and we had Matt Martin. Now each of these players drilled 3 different bowling balls. Ball number 1, we used the player's favorite layout utilizing a balance hole. This is going to be our gold standard in which we compare the other 2 balls against. Ball number 2, we used that same favorite layout, but we eliminated the balance hole. This is going to show us how much difference there is from the original gold standard ball just by removing the balance hole without converting the layout. Ball number 3, we inputted the bowler statistics, the VLS layout, and the balance hole measurements into the Storm layout adapter, and it generated us a recommended converted layout. We've drilled ball number 3 with this layout, and we're again going to compare it to the gold standard and see which one is closer. We had each of these testers do a 3-ball standardized testing process through our testing procedure here at Storm, and we collected some specto data and videoed some of the highest quality shots that they had to share with you today. Now we got some really good and impressive results. I'm really excited to show them to you, so let's get started. You'll see that I have 3 different axioms and 3 different IQ tours up on the screen. Each of these bowling balls represents Matt and Chad's favorite bowling ball. We'll start with Matt and the axioms. We're going to put all of Matt's bowler statistics up on the screen to see what type of player he is. We can see that Matt's ball speed is 17.5 miles an hour. His rev rate is 275 RPMs, his axis rotation is 40 degrees, and his axis tilt is 18 degrees. This makes Matt our speed dominant example that will generally play the lanes a bit straighter. Matt's favorite layout utilizing a balance hole is 4 3/4 by 3.5 by 2 1/4. He puts a 1-inch balance hole 6 inches from the pin, 3 inches from the PSA, and drills it 2 1/4 inches deep. Looking at the 3 axioms we've drilled for testing, we've drilled ball number 1 with this layout. Ball number 2 has Matt's favorite 4 3/4 by 3.5 by 2 1/4 layout, but we've excluded the balance hole to see the difference created by keeping the same layout and removing the balance hole. When we input Matt's bowler statistics, VLS layout, and balance hole coordinates into the layout adapter, it gives us a converted layout of 4 by 3.5 by 2. We've drilled ball number 3 with this layout. Let's take a look at the test results. You'll see that the laydowns, launch angles, and launch speeds are all very comparable on these high quality shots. The biggest differences are seen down lane in breakpoint distance, entry angle, and entry position. Comparing ball 1 and ball 2, you'll notice that simply removing the balance hole but utilizing the same layout caused the ball to get a couple feet farther down the lane, create less entry angle, and finish lighter in the pocket. This is because the size and position of the balance hole for Matt was originally intended to strengthen the overall reaction of the bowling ball. Removing it without making any adjustment to the layout causes less overall ball reaction. Comparing ball 1 to ball 3, you'll see how much closer the ball with the converted layout is to the original ball with the balance hole. You can see how much more similar the breakpoint distances, entry angles, and entry positions are when comparing these two balls together. Remember, the goal of this program is to create similar ball motion without utilizing a balance hole. It will be impossible to create the exact same ball motion, but getting close will help bowlers adapt to this rule change. Now we're going to analyze Chad's results. We're going to put all of Chad's bowler statistics up on the screen to see what type of player he is. We can see that Chad's ball speed is 18 miles an hour, his rev rate is 450 RPMs, his axis rotation is 50 degrees, and his axis tilt is 15 degrees. This makes Chad our rev dominant example that will generally stand left and throw right. Chad's favorite layout utilizing a balance hole is 5 1/4 by 3 by 4 3/4. He puts a 3/4 inch balance hole 6 3/4 inches from the pin, 1 inch from the PSA, and drills it 3 inches deep. Looking at the 3 IQ tours we've drilled for testing, we've drilled ball number 1 with this layout. Ball number 2 has Chad's favorite 5 1/4 by 3 by 4 3/4 layout, but we've excluded the balance hole to see the difference created by keeping the same layout when removing the balance hole. When we input Chad's bowler statistics, VLS layout, and balance hole coordinates into the layout adapter, it gives us a converted layout of 4 3/4 by 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. We've drilled ball number 3 with this layout. Let's take a look at the test results. You'll see that the laydowns, launch angles, and launch speeds are all very comparable on these high quality shots. Once again, our goal is to get the specto data as close to ball 1 as possible. Similar to Matt's results, the biggest differences are seen down lane in breakpoint distance, entry angle, and entry position. Comparing ball 1 to ball 2, you'll notice once again that removing the balance hole but utilizing the same layout caused the ball to get a couple feet farther down the lane, create less entry angle, and finish lighter in the pocket. Removing it without making any adjustment to the layout causes a larger change in ball reaction compared to converting it with the Storm layout adapter. Comparing ball 1 to ball 3, you'll see how much closer the ball with the converted layout is to the original ball with the balance hole. You can see how much more similar the breakpoint distances, entry angles, and entry positions are when comparing these two balls together. Even with the differences in Chad's bowling style, layout, balance hole specs, and where he's playing the lane, the layout adapter is able to create a much closer ball motion to ball number 1, just like it did with Matt. All right, bowlers, that concludes this video on Storm's layout adapter. Now I want to take a second and thank each and every one of you for taking some time out of your day to watch this video and learn a little bit about this exciting new program that's going to help benefit bowlers all throughout the world. Hopefully you have a better understanding of how the Storm layout adapter works and how it's going to help you adapt to these new USBC rule changes eliminating balance holes. Storm's layout adapter can be downloaded for free at stormbowling.com. All you have to do is scroll to the bottom of the page, click on the Brand and Marketing tab. A new page will come up. On the left, you'll see a Downloads tab, and Storm's layout adapter can be found in that Downloads tab. For both bowlers and pro shops alike, it's a great tool for both to use. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to us at tech@stormbowling.com or give us a call at 435-723-0403. We employ a full-time technical team that's always here to assist you with any questions or concerns that you might have. Now get out there, have fun, and bowl up a storm.